Oh, well, hey, B. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to yet another episode of this. You know what, okay? Girl, this story right here is very interesting. Okay. I have not read all of the details, but what I did capture from the headline was that this woman ended up gooping this man and his family by lying about a pregnancy for about 41 weeks. 41 weeks. Okay. Lying the entire time. So we are going to get into some things. And it looks as though it started out being exposed by his niece. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull that up so we can talk about it. Now, this is the image of the woman and the man. All right. What I'm about to go into is going to be the caption, and then we'll go into the stories of the IG stories, and then we'll get into the response and stuff from the said baby mama and everything. Because this right here is the big M. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first part, this is what was posted. Okay. Girl, this is a lie, honey. Y'all gonna get cute and get comfortable. Get cute, get real comfortable. All right. Y'all know I have not going through this stuff. So you will get my true reaction to all of the madness going on. Okay. So this caption to the photo we just saw says today, August 10th, my uncle World. I guess that is that what they call him? World. Okay. Anyway, today, August 10th, my uncle World was literally crushed today. Our family has experienced something we never thought we would. July 29th, my uncle's daughter was due. The woman he created life with has lied to him and our entire family for 41 weeks. Girl, I'm not even ready. I'm not even ready. Okay, so she goes on to say they did not have the best relationship during these 41 weeks. He missed out on a couple of months due to the behavior she had. She has showed up to our home multiple times, causing issues, which led our family to miss a few months by cutting her off until the baby was supposed to be born, right? During the months we did not see her, she sent my mom sonograms and communicated with her, which is my uncle's big sister. In June, him and her were able to put the issues aside and move forward for the sake of the baby. July 10th, our family hosted a baby shower. We bought a lot of gifts and all of the decorations. Thank God I have an event center, or we would have paid for that as well. Okay. She goes on to say, for the past few weeks, she had my uncle taking her back and forth to the doctor. He never went in the back. Well, he never went in the back because she said C-19 guidelines at Howard Hospital were still in effect. Girl, I'm okay. For the past few weeks, she had my uncle taking her back and forth to the doctor. He never went in the back because she said C-19. So they literally called Miss Girl to the back. Girl, something ain't right. We're still in effect, okay? Or at least the first of all, y'all, it's gonna be a lot of struggles reading this. I can already tell because it's just writing. It ain't no punctuations, no nothing. Okay, understand that. So she says he never went in the back because they said of the C-19 guidelines or whatever at Howard Hospital, they were still in effect. When he couldn't make it due to work, other family members took her. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the rest of these. And here's the sad part, y'all. It took me to get all the way to the bottom for me to realize that her uncle's nickname is not no damn world. Okay. She meant to say on today, August 10th, my uncle's world was literally crushed today. Girl, I'm slow and so is she. Girl, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So she says, when her due date passed at one of final the appoint. Girl, this struggling to read for me. Listen, when her due date passed at one of final the appointments, she said the baby was breached. Girl, I'm gonna read this exactly as she wrote it, and that they were scheduling a C-section. Well, the day they showed up to the hospital, they got to Holy Cross. They told her they messed up the registration for her, and she was at the wrong hospital. They then went to Innova Hospital in Virginia, and apparently they knew she wasn't pregnant. It just sent them back to Howard because they didn't know how to tell him the truth. Girl, what they sent him back to a whole nother hospital because they ain't know how to tell him the truth. Like, this woman is not even pregnant, sir. Yikes. Okay, once again, they were back at Howard Hospital at 6 for a C-section. Today around 9 a.m., he was asked to come into a room where he was escorted by hospital security. The news was broken to him that she lost the baby months ago. This some shady shit here, girl. Shady as hell. Tomorrow is his 25th birthday. Who does this to a person? My uncle was so excited to be a dad. She treated him so bad during this process, had him going to get food for fake cravings, child. Always starting arguments with him and just so much more. Why did she F this man trust up? And then she asks her uncle and says that we love you. Whew, girl, this is exhausting, and I'm only on part two, and we got a long way to go. So let's get into it. All right. So when the neighborhood talk reposted it, the niece ended up saying, "God ain't make me outspoken for no reason. Whatever the situation or person, I'm standing 10 toes behind the people I love, and I'm going to speak." Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, child. All right. So here we are. She says this girl was in our home lying to us. The only reason this SHI got as far as it did was because this is his first baby. So he didn't, I guess he didn't know certain things. And with C-19 guidelines, she kept saying nobody was not allowed to go in the back. So he would sit in the waiting room. So what was she going to the doctor for though? Like, what was those appointments when she was go? Would she tell him it's a doctor's appointment, but when she got there, she would make it seem like, she was sick? Like, or how would she go to the back? I'm so confused. Okay. So she goes on to say she effing would get my mother and uncle to buy all this SHI for cravings, eating fucking sour cream and spicy beef patties. Oh wow, girl. I know that baby was so up had it been in her stomach. Let's keep going. She says, I'm telling y'all right now, for my uncle and brothers, she just made this extremely hard for any BIT to ever pull the pregnant card. Y'all BITs better stay away from my family. She also goes on to say, okay, clarity. She was not pregnant at the baby shower. She has not been pregnant since February. Girl, you know you wrong and you trifling for this, ma'am. Girl, not you over here fooling this man since February. March, April, May, June, July, August, girl, 5, 6 months. I don't know how far along she was when she lost the baby, but this right here was filed. Okay. I guess somebody reached out to the niece to tell her about this particular lady. I guess they're familiar with her. They say it's so effing crazy. I just read your post, and that same girl had rumors in the past of faking pregnancy, but she actually did a shower this time. That's crazy. Girl, that's mental illness. Okay, let's keep going. All right, let's see what this is about. All right, so I guess these were interactions with a family member of the young ladies or the uncles, and the girl, the pregnant, quote unquote, pregnant woman. So the question was, you sleep? Person says, no, I'm laying down. Okay. So she says, I was trying to see what to do about these pains I've been having today, but Daisy said they're not close enough yet. And then the girl says, well, how far apart are you? She says, 30 minutes from what I've been timing. Oh, yeah, too far apart. She says, it's been happening most of the day, though, and I don't know what to do. Girl, not this happening in July and you lost this baby back in February. But you need you need that whooping, girl. So then she says, get on the ball and rub your nipples. That will stimulate them to come closer. What kind of stuff? I ain't never heard of that, girl. Is that how it go? Has anybody tried that? So then the girl says, I'm about to. And so let's keep going and see what else she says. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. She says, try to let your contractions get to at least 10 to 15 minutes apart. Then y'all can go to the hospital. The girl says, okay, I'm about to do it now. So then she responds and says, okay. Woo, Chile. So it looks like she has been airing Miss Girl the hell out. Okay. So let's go ahead and keep going and see there's more. All right. Oh, girl, I feel like these are out of order. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm missing 20 and 21. So I'm gonna have to edit this when I'm done. Okay, so this part, I guess the pregnant girl, alleged pregnant girl, went over to her page and she posted something. And so the niece ended up responding. So the girl posted saying, please do not contact me in regards to anything on social media regarding names I cannot mention. Legal action has been taken at this time, and I will no longer be involved in anything in regards to the situation. Thank you. Anybody posting me without consent has been sent in. All right. So then the niece responded and said, baby, and what you think creating fraudulent sonograms gonna get you? Period. With your delusional. So let's talk about that. With your delusional girl, that's something. Not her trying to go and get legal representation because people over here posting her. Girl, you just inflicted emotional distress upon this man, having him think that he's about to be a father the whole time he's not. So you out here scamming. Okay, and how he done robbed the family of some money, girl. It's giving theft. For real, for real. But let's go ahead and let's keep going, okay? Because Miss Mamas decided that she was gonna come out and she was going to respond to all of this stuff. And she gave us about 7 different parts. So let's get into it. Okay. Part 1 says, me and Danny started dating last year in January. And yes, that was my dog from that day forward. It was none nobody could tell me. I didn't know his family during this time. We never had issues and enough to want to part ways. We had our little moments, but he was good for months and months up till I experienced ectopic pregnancy. I went into major depression for 2 months. He was going through it mentally, trying to hide it from his family. All this going on, we broke up but kept in contact. I was still not in contact with his family at this time. Part 2 is coming. So in part 2, she says, with us being split apart, we still wanted to be there mentally for each other after the situation, which indeed carried on to us having sex a couple of times because the feelings wasn't gone and we were still locked in. Boom. November comes, I get pregnant. I met his family that following month, but we tell y'all how and why. Part 3. Okay. She says, let me blow this up so I can understand what Miss Squirrel is saying. She says, when I found out I was pregnant, it was war. It was get up, abort, and you trying to trap me. All this when we talked about having kids together every other motherfucking day, and he asked me for this, so I was beyond baffled at the way he reacted. He has recently apologized for that, so this ain't bashing him against the story, okay? So I'm so mad at the way he responded. I don't even want the baby either, because why you tripping on me when you asked for this, okay? She says, come to find out, he was with somebody he worked with. So now is he trying to be with her? So he don't want our baby, but I still was with the abortion. But as the day came close, I froze up and I didn't get it. Girl, I'm so confused. Okay. Girl, let me go back before I go any further. She talks about how they linked up, how they met each other, how she didn't know his family. And then in November, I believe she ended up getting pregnant. She ended up, I guess, having an ectopic pregnancy or something like that. And it seems like she could have gotten pregnant again, right? I guess she had an ectopic pregnancy and then they just continued to mess around. And then she ended up getting pregnant again. But then he was just like, nah, you trying to trap me and all this other stuff or whatever. So he didn't want to go through with it. She found out he's talking to somebody else. So for her, she's thinking like, okay, you talking to somebody else, you trying to be with her or what? Because you asked me to have this baby and all this other stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a family because that's what you said you wanted. But now you over here trying to flip on me. So what's really going on? That's what it sounded like. Okay, let's get to question part 4. She says, after I froze up, we just said F it, accepted we having a baby and went to the first appointment together. We were still broken up and never got back together, just accepted we having a kid. So January 31st, I was so mad at this man. I just started thinking about all the SHI he said to me out of anger. And that SHI made me mad because we was better than that. But you let somebody else change how you with me. So I got up and went to his house at 3 a.m. with my hammer and my screwdriver. Girl, what was you finna do with the hammer and the screwdriver? Bust through his door using the hammer and the screwdriver? Or was you finna pick up his cars? Girl, or was you finna bust on windows out that car? Let's keep going. Girl, you was different type of crazy, ma'am. Let's keep going. So in part 5, she says, I showed up. Let me blow this. She said, I showed up, made a couple of threats to his car. He knew I wouldn't do it, but I know he don't play about his car. So I'm gonna say whatever to get you come outside. All females do love petty to NIGGA. They love when they hurt completely normal. Okay. This she feel like it's completely normal. Okay. He attempted to snatch me off the porch while pregnant, and Kia was attempting to pull him off me. We all fell on the ground and they took my hammer. I'm still mad about that because that hammer been with me since I was a kid. That was my heart. Girl, I cannot. This is some stupid. This is part 6 coming. She says that same morning, instead of everybody trying to talk to me or understand me, I'm hurting bad. I love this man. We planned a certain type of life, and you so focused on other things. It was F me. But instead of someone trying to sit and actually understand, he just went and got a peace order on me. So he went and got a protection order against her. Okay. She says his sister always kept in contact, and so did Kia from time to time. I would not take that away from them. Okay. Then it looks like there is more. This is part 7. All right. She says, here is where I became the effed up one. 2 weeks later, my baby was gone. That on top of everything else we was going through already. I was crushed and still didn't want to crush him. What? Okay, she was crushed, but she didn't want to crush him. I didn't even want to accept the SHI myself. Wasn't about keeping him because we wasn't together. Wasn't about being included with his family because we were not close at this time. It was about the fact that we went through this before and nothing good came from it. And I didn't want to deal with the rough end of it. Like I wanted to tell him, but this literally happened to us twice, and why? What we do to deserve that. Girl, what this got to do with you up here lying to this man? That's the part that I'm trying to get to, ma'am. That's what I want to get to. I want to get to why you had to lie. Was this a get back plan? Like that just wasn't cool. So then I guess these are some text messages, right? So I'm guessing the person is messaging her saying, do you think they would stuck around if you told him? And she says, at the time, no, I didn't feel like they would have supported us or helped me get through it because I didn't know them like that. But after knowing them recently, I could have confided in them. And if I knew them well, then I would have turned to one of them. I guess she meant to say the family is who she probably would have turned to during this trying time. Okay. She says, could I have just been honest? Yes. Did I go too motherfucking far? Yes. Was it wrong? Yes. But don't make it seem like this man was so kind and I just did him brutal because I'm evil. That was never the case. Ma'am, he could have did all of those things that you said he did. And I'm sure he was foul as hell. I'm sure he was, but ma'am, you ain't have to sit up here and lie. You ain't have to lie to kick it, ma'am. You ain't have to lie on this baby like you had been, pregnant or whatever this whole time. Like, why would you want to do that? And girl, not only did you goop him, you gooped the whole family, and then you gooped the family that you didn't even know. You didn't even know them people like that, and you had them bringing you all these items and stuff. So where is the items at now? Girl, you need to get all that stuff back to that uncle for his next child. Get that man, get them people all them diapers and wipes and everything back. Cause you was wrong for that. Y'all gotta leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. Girl, it was a struggle for me to get through this little message trying to understand what's really going on out here in these streets with this lady. 41, girl, the whole pregnancy, only for him to find out at the hospital that she lost the baby back in February. There's some shiesty SHI. And if the girl's out here trying to beat your ass, ma'am, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? And it seems like she definitely had to go ahead and drop that message to save face, honey. She had to make sure that she saved it because the girl, the little niece, Miss Kia, seems like she was ready to tap that ass for real. But I don't really got a whole lot to say about this situation. I just wanted to read it to y'all, bring it to y'all, let y'all see how crazy this is. And I want to get you all's thoughts about this particular situation because it was indeed the big M. Okay. But that's all I got, honey. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.